So I'm here with kind of a fun update from a new project called ImageN. But it's actually a historical project called Java Advanced Imaging, created way back in 1999. Now this was originally part of Java, and a lot of Java was open sourced, but this component, the image processing engine, was left out of OpenJDK. Now, I just want to say that this is a really old technology, but it was really industrial strength, and we were really very pleased with it. And the geospatial industry has built a lot of functionality around this. So the JEI extension teaches it how to do a whole bunch of geospatial operators and no data things. We've got a raster calculator and a bunch of like zonal stats and kernel stats and all kinds of things our geospatial professionals enjoy. So we've really built up a lot of functionality and activity around this in the GeoTools library and other projects. But there's a problem. It's not open source. And, you know, Oracle donated Java to the open source community, but they kept this little extension out. Which was horrific, which means that GeoServer and GeoTools has not been on a fully open platform for the entirety of its life until just a month ago. So this has been a long-standing problem for us. We took part in the OSGeo Bond code sprint to try and figure out, ooh, how does this work? Can we make a replacement and so on? And in 2019, we put a final call into Oracle saying, hey, you know, we're about to start working on a replacement. Can you do anything for us? And this time, with the help of the Eclipse Foundation, the Oracle lawyers said yes. And they donated the code to me right when I went unemployed. So I was able to get the code and put it on a shelf for a better day. And you know what? Today in 2025, it's a better day. So as part of the GeoServer 3 project, we're actually forced to make this change. So because this was originally part of Java, when we update to Java 17, it's no longer going to load this plugin. It's going to say, wait, that looks suspicious. It looks like it is an attack. You're trying to load something that's pretending to be Java. So we actually have to go ahead and complete this library. Now, the problem is that when they donated us the code, they didn't, and they donated us the user manual as well, but they didn't donate any of the build scripts or the test cases or any way to make sure it actually works. So by combining forces with those geospatial downstream projects, we've been able to make one good project, and we are just in the middle of performing the switch, ripping out the original raster engine and putting in this new ImageN engine. So we started in May this year. We had an online code sprint where we slammed the two projects together, thousands of files changed to make one working project. And by working, I mean it compiled. We also produced a logo. We went from the traditional Java guy with a camera to this ImageN thing with a matrix. We did a little bit more work at the FOSS4G Europe community sprint, starting to look at making a script to automate all the downstream applications. So we made a script that would change the dependency and do all the searching and replacing and so on for GeoTools and GeoServer and GeoWebCache. Yeah, so, and then finally, in September of this year, we actually did the switch. So we've got the library working. We had to redo all the little comparison operators to make sure that, you know, our new one behaved like the old one. We had to make little reference images and so on. And we made the initial, I want to say initial release of ImageN 0.90, the first one that actually works. And we've got the programming guide and so on. There is a little bit more work to do. We've got to like increase our test coverage a little bit. We found a few operators that we had kind of thrown out and considered legacy, but it turned out we were actually using them. So we've got a little bit more work to do for version 1. But the good news is it's working, and it's actually available in GeoTools 34.0 and the latest GeoServer 228 release. So very quick lightning talk about an amazing project, amazing technology that we've been able to rescue and finally make open source. So great. I'm really happy with it. This has been such a big personal win for me, so I'm really happy to bring this news to you guys. And yeah, thanks for everyone that is making this happen. And if you want to be part of that story, join me on the community day. We're going to be making the next release and addressing some of the feedback. Okay, thanks.